Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to do a dumbbell bent over row, or dumbbell bent row, and we're going to do a slower lifting count. We're going to do 4 seconds in what's called the eccentric or the negative position. So if I pull up, that's called the positive or the concentric, and as I go down, that's the negative or the eccentric. Okay, so we're going to take 4 seconds to go down. We're not going to pause it all at the bottom. 1 second to come up, and 1 second hold at the top. Now the trick is, when we're doing this and we don't have an external reference point, we're obviously not able to watch a clock or a timer when we're doing this, we tend to speed up as we get tired, okay? What I've done is I've created workouts where we use something called a metronome. Do you remember these things? If you're of my generation, you remember that there's little pendulum things that you had in class in order to count time for music. So I'm going to ask you to download an app called Metronome Beats. It's going to be set for 4 beats per bar. I'm going to want you to change down here at the bottom the number of beats per bar to 6. And make sure that you've set it for 60 seconds, or for 60 beats per minute, okay? 6 beats per bar, 60 beats per minute. And when you start it, it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is going to be your lift count, okay? So first, without the metronome, I'm going to demonstrate it. I'll teach you the bent row first, and then I'll demonstrate it without the metronome, then I'll demonstrate it with the metronome. So, how to do a proper bent row. I've got my dumbbells here on a bench in front of me. Anytime I go to pick dumbbells up off the ground or off a bench, I don't want to bend over and slouch and get them. I always want to kind of deadlift down. So my core is nice and tight, like I'm protecting myself from being punched in the stomach. And I'm staying on my heels and I'm bending my knees, bending over at the back, sure, okay, but also bending my knees. And then again, maintaining a tight core, I come over and I pick them up. I'm going to stand up. So my feet tend to be a little closer on this one than shoulder width apart because I need room for the dumbbells to hang by my sides. And I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to tighten my core, not slouch, but I'm going to tighten my core and I'm going to bend over and get myself as parallel to the ground as I can, bending my knees a little bit. And to do the row, I just pull up and breathe out and then down. This is a regular row, regular count, okay? As I'm pulling up, I want to really think about squeezing my shoulder blades, squeeze, and then down, squeeze, and then down, keeping my core tight so I'm not slouching. Now, here's what it looks like with the 4-second lift count, okay? So it's up for 1, hold for 1, down, 2, 3, 4, back, up for 1, hold for 1, down, 2, 3, 4, back, up for 1, hold for 1, down, 2, 3, 4. And you'll notice I'm not pausing at the bottom at all, okay? Also, one more thing. When people do these exercises, they tend to lift their head up, crank it back like this, look straight ahead. Don't. Actually, have your spine straight as it would be when you were standing up, okay? Looking down at the ground. Let's add the metronome in, and let's see what that looks like. Okay, 6 beats per bar. That's good. 3, 4, 5, 6. Up, hold, down. 2, 3, 4. Up, hold, down. 2, 3, 4. Up, hold, down. 2, 3, 4, and up, hold, down, 2, 3, 4. So there you go. Dumbbell bent row with the lift count is a 1-1-4-0 lift count. So 1 second up, 1 second hold, 4 seconds down, 0 seconds pause at the bottom. Really try and avoid that pause because you want to keep constant tension on the muscles while you're doing this, okay? That's where the gains come from. So there's metronome, 1-1-4-0 lift count. You're good to go. Dumbbell bent row.